There are a lot of directors that really stick out for me. Like, do you want to name some that sticks out for you and who you learn from?
I always love a strong uh, writer. So there are some directors who are also the writer and also the director. Like I love directors like that. Like Nolan actually works with his brother, who is another Nolan, who does the writing and he does the directing. Um, Quentin Tarantino, I feel like is a very strong writer come director. It's not that I have anything against people who have a separate writer and a separate director. It's just that I feel like when it's a combination of two, the person really has control from the scratch. Like he knows exactly what he wants to deliver, especially like Quentin Tarantino, I feel like his dialogue is on point. Like this is like it's so strong. Like he does not make any character appear dumb or weak. Every character is smart and intelligent. It's almost like they're like he makes you believe that they're real world characters who are organically interacting with each other in that particular situation. Like at no point do you ever feel like, oh, this is a story that somebody's controlling, because there are a lot of stories these days where you feel like somebody has like written the story in this way, like a sudden coincidence happens because of which the story moves forward. Like stories like that kind of have this, like you need to have suspension of disbelief. But in a strong writer can write the story in such a way that you think that that particular story is entirely plausible. Like if these particular characters were in this room together, of course they would react like this, of course this character would shoot the other character. Like you need to have strong character buildings in, like when you're a good writer, and you can definitely translate that in when you're a good director as well. I feel like even like for Nolan, I like Nolan because he explains an extremely complicated story with a lot of sci-fi. I mean, excluding Oppenheimer though, with a lot of sci-fi, but everyone connects to the movie because it taps into one of our emotional cores. Like for example, ultimately Inception is the story of a complicated family, a father who needs to hang out with his children more often but he doesn't, a father who needs to get over the death of his wife but he doesn't let go. So ultimately, even though there's a lot of time shenanigans going on in the background, the hook is that you care for the character, you understand what he's going through and why you need to feel for him. If you fail to do that, and if you forcibly make the character say all of this in dialogue instead of it organically coming like through his actions and through the screen, that's when like that's the thing where weak writing and strong writing really makes a difference in my opinion, and these two are among the many directors who stand out for me. But yeah,
Nolan and
Pulp
Tarantino.
Fiction. Yeah, Nolan and Tarantino.
Dude, Pulp Fiction is like one of the best written screenplay ever. The circular
Yeah,
screenplay, amazing.
yeah,
For me, what really intrigues is, like you said, the when a writer turned director is like, I read even their screenplay and it is so convincing. Like
yeah,
when you read that screenplay in your head, you yourself are already directing in your head. Okay, this is what it's happening between these two characters. It's so compelling, right? um
yes.
Torrentino is amazing, Nolan is good.